G'day everyone, it's SDS SuperCoach. We're running SuperCoach content for you. I'm here to present the round 6 review. And it was a pretty good week for me this week again. So we scored 2,208, top 4% score. And we moved up 10,000, basically 10,000 spots in the ranks, and we're now 11,118. No red arrows so far this season, so that is pretty important. I do look like a floating head, but I don't know, I just couldn't be bothered turning the light on. So I'm very happy with this. Not a single red arrow this season. It's certainly been a nice comeback. I was 81k rank in round 1, and we're now 11,000. And I think now I'm actually in a better position than I was this time last year in terms of season rank. So that's a nice surprise. Now, what did help me this week was not having Oliver and Dawson. Now, don't feel discouraged if you have them. Obviously, both very good options. I should have them, but I don't, and that is what helped my score this week. So, still got 24 trades left in the left, which isn't great, but it's upgrade season, so I'm just going to be a bit thin on trades, probably after the buys, that sort of thing, when I finish my side. So hopefully not too much carnage this season. So I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy. So, yeah, let's get into the team. I'll try to make this as quickly as I can. I say this every time, but I'm uploading this a bit late, so everyone else is uploading their round reviews and all that sort of stuff. So I'll be as quick as I can. Nick Dacos, 145. Isn't he just amazing to watch? He's a great player to watch. 145, unreal. Looks like he's going to be probably the highest scorer in SuperCoach this season. It's unreal to have him in the back line. And we'll probably have him in the back line for years to come. He's going to be bloody expensive to get in next year. Whether that's worth the price, we'll see. But just an absolute pig. Just getting the ball every time. Just unreal. Clear Brownlow for him at this stage. We'll see if this can keep up. And we'll see if sides actually just start tagging the bloke. It'll be interesting to see. Tom Stewart, 111. Didn't watch this game, but I hope I'll take 111. Did Clark tag him? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. But he scored very well. Jordan Ridley, 82. I thought he got a bit unlucky with this score. I think he could have easily gotten a 95, but for some reason he got scaled down a bit. I don't know. There were just a couple of things that I thought he could have gotten more points for, but he didn't. And yeah, it's a bit frustrating. We'll see if I can actually afford to get rid of him coming into the year, because it's going to be a bit tough now. Like 24 trades, not going to have much wiggle room to be sideways trading some of these blokes out. So we'll just have to see. Jack Siebel, 111, very good pickup at 356k. Looks like a keeper, and I hope he is, because I definitely want to keep onto as many of these blokes as we can. Connor McKenna, 57. He's got a break even at 62. It is his time to go. I think he needs to score a 62 to stay in price. Now, you could make the argument to keep him, and that's fair enough. But with a couple of the guys down back, like Coleman and Rich, I think that's really affecting him. And so, yeah, he's probably going to have to go. Lockie Cowan, 35. Yeah, if you didn't start this bloke, that's pretty good on you, because he hasn't been that good of a rookie. Very slow burn. I honestly think he could get dropped this week for if Sard comes back into the side this week. So we'll just have to see. Carlton usually like sort of Russian blokes back into the side. So we'll see if Cowan stays in, but he probably won't be staying in my team. I think he's gone. Wilmot's another one, 39. Out of McKenna, Cowan, and Wilmot is probably the one guy you could make the argument to keep, because he's got a break even, I think, of 38. Who wants to do that? He's got a break even of 38, so he can easily achieve that. But he's probably a guy you could probably move off from if need be to get in extra premiums. Can SuperCoach Plus just stay off? Constable, hopefully he gets named. Maybe not, actually, considering how early some of my DNPs are playing. So like Mann plays early. Roberts will now be probably a loop at this point, but again, he plays early. Maybe if Johnson gets dropped, but once again, he plays early. So I I wouldn't be fussed. Actually, ideally, hopefully Constable doesn't come back into the side because I kind of need him as a loop this week for my vice captain and captain plans this week. So this is probably the 1 week where I actually don't want him to come back in. Marcus Bonampelli, 182. Wasn't that just ridiculous? I wish I vice captained him, but I went with English. I guess it was a bit more safe. But yeah, if you vice captains Marcus Bonampelli, good on you. Very good result for you. Rory Laird, 126. Oh, God, who did they play? It's starting to get to the point of the year where I just totally forget, like, the games now. Oh, gee, this is being really slow. I can barely move my screen. All right. Can you show me? Oh, no, they bloody played Hawthorn. Oh, another heartbreaking loss for the Hawks. You got to love it. No, very shattered the past couple of weeks with the Hawks. Should have gotten at least one win there. My God. But Laird 126. I'm trying to remember. I think he had a knee complaint in the last 5 minutes of the game. Played wing in the last couple of minutes. I don't think it's too bad of an issue. I think Laird said, I saw on Twitter where Laird said something the morning after the game and said, looks like he's going to be handballing a bit more to more of the outlet players, so aka Jordan Dawson, that sort of stuff. So I think that's going to hurt him. What does he do this year? I think he does 115 plus, 115 to 120, I think. I don't think we're seeing the heights of Laird from last year. Darcy Parish I brought into the side this week, 110. I'll tell you what, I was ripping my hair out at halftime. He was on 23. I tweeted out saying, Stephen D.W. Smith is my Twitter, where Parish was on like 23, 24 at halftime. And I just couldn't believe it. I was like, what are you doing, mate? He didn't even look like he wanted to be there. But he delivered a really nice score of 110. He had a massive second half. You love to see it. Hopefully he can keep up this sort of stuff. And hopefully he can just average 110 for the year, to be honest. I'll definitely take that. I do prefer Merritt to Parish, but whatever. Errol Goulden, 47, was no good. I didn't watch this Geelong-Sydney game, as I said, but gave away 4 free kicks, that sort of thing. So that didn't help his score. Hopefully a big bounce back from him this week against the Giants. I'm probably going to have to hold him this year. Will Setterfield, 76. I think when Laverde went off, he played down back. It was really weird. Yeah, considering no Merritt in the side either. So that's a bit of a red flag. Hopefully hopefully Laverde is all good to play, because we don't want to see him playing down back or like key forward, just playing on Jamie Elliott. We don't want to see that. So hopefully Setterfield can just stay in the midfield. Like, I don't really want to be trading it out just yet, because I've got big plans to be trading out. To be trading in Oliver and Dawson in a couple of weeks. So just playing the midfield, mate. Jacob Hopper, 94, very solid. You love to see it. Glad I held him when he was out for a week. I might have to keep it at this point, just the way things are going. But nah, 94, very good. You love to see it. Will Ashcroft, 76, just delivering some nice 70 scores. He's good on-field option for the time being. Now, Matty Roberts, my goodness. I'm just going to quickly address the rant and rave video I did. So it's still up. I wasn't very proud of it. I do apologise if some of you guys liked it. I think some of you did. But just not a video I'm very proud of. I'll keep it on the channel, but it's just not sort of a thing that I want to hold myself to, that sort of character. I was really drunk, that sort of thing. So I was just talking about the sub rule, and to be fair, I do think I'm right. Like, this sub rule can get stuffed because it is affecting a lot of cash gen. Now, I didn't know the extent of Matty Roberts' injury before the video. Medial ligament, so it looks like he's going to be out for like a month, sort of thing. So, is there any point trading him? No, because like he's made no money. So, I think he's just a rookie that we're going to have to hold and hope he gets back in the side. But all the chances are that he's probably going to be staying in my side. Tom Green, he's probably going to stay in my side for the whole year, to be honest. Tom Green, 107. What am I talking about? He was suspended for a week. It will be good to get him back in the side. Hopefully, a 1 week rest certainly helps him. Alwyn Davey Jr., 44. We didn't see a whole lot of him. Kicked a goal. Maybe a bloke that probably goes out of the side. Yeah, these rookies are really struggling, to be honest. Like, a lot of these rookies really struggled this weekend and may struggle to keep their spot. So it might just be, yeah, it's going to be a tough year to like sort of get good bench cover, to be honest, because it might just be filled with a lot of dead rookies. Matty Johnson, 35. The role was crap. He had little glimpses inside midfield, and he did a couple of nice plays. Hopefully, they just keep pursuing with him. Tim English, 131. When talking about Dacos might be the best scorer this year, I did forget about Tim English. Let's just hope he can stay healthy, because, man, I don't really want to go anyone else in the ruck to replace him. So Tim English as a player to have in your side is just amazing. Like, 131, just consistent 130 pluses every week. You love to see it. Just moves around the ground so well. He definitely sort of outran Darcy late. Rowan Marshall, 88. Who did St Kilda play? Carlton. Solid. Like, I don't really want to. I mean, Sean Darcy's going pretty well. I did trade him to English, but I've still got about 20 points on that trade. So it is what it is. But Rowan Marshall, 88. Yeah, I've been disappointed with him this year. I thought he'd be doing a lot more, but no reason to be trading him out now. Madden Maloop. Josh Dunkley, 104. Who'd they play? GWS. Again, I didn't see any of the Saturday games, so I don't have much to talk about with those sort of any analytical stuff, that sort of thing. So 104, very solid. Tim Taranto was sensational last night against the D's. Just gets the ball, super consistent. Looks like an absolute. He could be M1 for the year. F1 for the year, and that'd be awesome. No, you love to see it with Tim Taranto being a great pickup this year. Connor Rozee, 126 was fantastic. I think from a little bits of what I saw from Port Eagles, he was best on ground pretty comfortably, 126. Hopefully that isn't his ceiling. I know he can probably do better than that, but like best on ground, 126 is very good. Don't get me wrong. So let's just hope that we get to see more of that. Sheasel, there were just so many things going against him. He got tagged. He got tagged. Playing injured a little bit with that thumb injury. Spent a bit of time forward, hauled back in the side. So yeah, hopefully just a down game from Sheasel. And if Clarko's going to be playing him a bit forward from here on in, then he's probably a bloke we're just going to have to trade, which is a shame because we're all hoping he'd be keepers, but hasn't he been he's been rookie of the year for sure. Asava Radagalia, 75. He has absolutely resurrected his cash gen. Like, it's just unbelievable. You love to see it. He might be a bloke I actually might hold for the year. We're struggling with money though, so maybe not. But he's a guy I wouldn't mind just holding for the season, just like as ruck cover, because he's certainly turned it around. Thank you, Radagalia. Chandler as well, unbelievable second half. He was on 15 at half time, but just kicked 2 or 3 goals. I think he kicked even 3 goals. So that really helped, especially in the clutch as well. So Chandler, he's a great little player to watch. I think he's reset his cash gen a bit. What's his break even if SuperCoach Plus wants to work? Break even at 30. We can hold him on hopefully for another week or two. Fergus Green, 77. Just keeps scoring better each and every week. And I love to see it. Great player to watch. 3 goals. He's just consistently getting 2 or 3 goals every week. We'll see if Fergus Green won't get out of the side, but it will be interesting to see if Mitch Lewis affects him a bit, probably a little bit now. Van Rooyen, I saw that Melbourne were actually about to sub him off. And then he just has this most unreal last quarter kick, 3 goals in the last quarter. I was thinking, another dead rookie by the looks of it. But he had just had a sensational last quarter, and that's fantastic because I was worried about his job security, but now he should be staying on the side. All right. So that's the team. In terms of trades, well, if you, I guess for players that I don't have, if you don't have Grundy, you got to trade. What's Phillips? What's Will Phillips's break even? Because he was a bit stiff getting subbed off. What's his break even? I wish I went Will Phillips, but break even of 45 now. Gee, That sucks. Still made 111K, so not the worst case scenario. Some poor people would have had him on field, though. So what are my trade plans now and for the future? For the future, I'm certainly targeting Oliver and Dawson now, because Oliver's break-even's about a 171 now. So I think he's a bloke I got to target in the next couple of weeks. He's going to be a lot of money to get, but I think I'm just going to have to get it done. I think he's going to go very well against North Melbourne this week. He was affected by the flu this week, just made a lot of mistakes, that sort of thing. So Oliver's still probably, in my opinion, M1 for the year. I'll tell you what, Bond just really increased his season average right there with that 182. Yeah, that was beautiful. So I think Oliver's still going to be M1 for the year. I'm glad I didn't pay up for him. It looks like I could get him at around, my guess would be 650. If that's the case, then I'm really going to think of a way to get him in. And also Dawson as well. Hopefully I can get him for about 630. So yeah, a bit of money to pay up over the next couple of weeks. And I think I'll have, well, there's a couple of options for trades this week for me. So what could we look to do? All right, there's two options I'm really eyeing up. I'm eyeing up a defender premium, but there's two choices. So this is the boost version. So Wilmot, Cowan, and McKenna would leave the side. I don't want to do another round review where SuperCoach is just being extremely slow. This is super annoying. Like last week, it was just really shitting itself, but now it's just extremely slow, probably because everyone is on the game now. So, all right, let's give this another go. McKenna out, Cowan out, Wilmot out. Okay, this looks a bit more promising. So this is the boost version. Those three out. We get in Seamus Mitchell. So I think he's a must-have rookie. If you don't have him, make sure you get him in this week. I think as a Hawthorn supporter, I think we're going to keep pursuing with him as long as he keeps playing well. There's no reason to move him out of the side. I think we'll be dropping a bloke like Ned Long instead. So Seamus Mitchell, certainly hope that he's going to be a nice rookie for us. I'm not sure about this bloke. Corey Wagner. Now, it's basically a choice between him and Sturt. Now, if you notice with my side, I've got Radicalea, Chandler, Van Rooyen, and Green, all with low break-even, still all got a lot of money to make. There's no real reason to bring in Sturt. And even if I sub Sheasel into the back line, I don't really want three rookies on field in the forward line for the time being. So I don't think that's the move. I do prefer Sturt over Wagner, but this is just what works with my team. So Wagner is an experienced player. I'm going to be honest, he doesn't look that good as an AFL player. Makes a lot of mistakes, looks a bit shaky down back, but he's taken kick-ins. He's an older body, that sort of thing. So it's like, and Chapman might be back this week. So I'll talk more about that. But with 571K in the bank, I would look to bring in Sinclair for the Saints. That would be the boost version. So that would leave me with 27.3K in the bank. So that would be an option. Now, here's the other one. This one's just two trades. McKenna and Wilmot, just those two out. We don't worry about Wagner. We just bring in Mitchell, and we bring in a couple of Hawthorn boys. Seamus Mitchell, and then here we bring in Will Day. I'm not sold on Day. Maybe it's because I don't really like bringing in Hawthorn players into my SuperCoach team. To be honest, I don't know why. I'm just not a big fan of having my own team in my SuperCoach team. I don't know why, but Will Day, Hawthorn have put in a couple of really nice performances over the past couple of weeks. Well, not nice performances, but like they've had a red hot crack. I just wonder whether they're going to move him around a little bit just because it was working. But Will Day's probably just been too good in the midfield where you wouldn't take him out at that point. Durability concerns, but if he's a keeper at 454, then you kind of got to jump on. So back to Chapman. So Chapman for the Dockers is a test this week. I think what I'm going to do is if Wagner gets named, and if he gets named on field, that's an extra bonus. If Wagner gets named, I'm probably going to do that boost option. If Wagner gets dropped because of Chapman, I'm probably just going to do this. So look, to be honest, at this point in time, I do prefer if I had a choice, because I just trust Sinclair a lot more. Very good player for the Saints. They're playing better footy. Hopefully they can stop. I mean, I think it's working with him in the midfield just in general, but in terms of SuperCoach, he hasn't really scored that well there, to be honest. So, yeah, I think I just trust Sinclair more today. Just more of an experienced body. He scored so well last year, that sort of thing. So I think I'd prefer to do this. I'm leaning more towards this, but if Wagner gets dropped, I guess I'm going to go Will Day. So we'll go with this for now. This would leave me 27,300 in the bank, which I like. Well, I mean, I'd like more. Down to 21 trades sucks. But I am advancing the side, so I don't feel too awful about it. As long as I can just keep advancing the side, that's fine. So what would I do here? I would loop Wagner. I'd see how Wagner goes against Brisbane, 145 Saturday. If he's scoring all right, then if he scores all right, then I'll probably take a 60 plus, to be honest. If he doesn't get to that, I'll probably just field Mitchell. Captain and vice captain this week, I'm probably going to go English into Dacos. I think Dacos is just too ridiculous to not captain him at this point. I do prefer the vice captain on him, but Dacos is too ridiculous. And then English, he just at this point in time, he just guarantees you like a 130 plus. So I'm going to do that. We'll see how English goes. I'll take a 125 plus from him. If not, I'll put the captain on Dacos and just see how he goes. Oh wait, yeah, wait. I just realised because I've got mad. Wait, hang on. I'm not even sure if I can loop Constable and with Mitchell and Wagner, because I don't know if I'm going to have any other blokes that I can. Maybe if Dave, I guess it's just a wait and see. Roberts plays super early because if I want a VC English, I want a player that's not playing in any of these games. So if Constable doesn't get names and he's my only loophole to make sure I VC English, maybe that's the move. Is there anyone else? Oh, geez. Maybe if Davey gets dropped against Geelong, but that's just a wait and see on the teams, I guess. So, yeah, anyway, that's what I'm thinking. It all just depends on teams with my moves this week. And, I mean, footy's back in 3 days. Footy's back on in less than 3 days, so we got to think quickly about our side. So, look, I'd lean more towards this, but if Wagner doesn't get named, then I'll probably just I'll probably just bring in Day. I prefer Sinclair over Day, but Day at 454 is just ridiculous price if he's going to go 100 average from here. So, yeah, right. Who's everyone trading out? Setterfield, I'm going to keep for another week. Golden, nah, not going to trade him. Roberts, I don't really get that. Ashcroft, I can understand, but 51 break even while he's averaging 70s at this stage. Davey, I can understand if he gets dropped, maybe. Day, yeah, I'm really considering Day. Sin Cotter's a guy I'm going to bring in next week. I don't know who for, probably for like Davey for Sin Cotter, and I can have a defensive loop here. A defensive midfielder on my bench, which I would like. I would like this bench where I could have Sin Cotter, Johnson, Roberts, so I get all DPP involved swing involved, so that sort of thing. Cornelio, remember when I was really considering Zach Butters? I went with Parrish in the end. I'm not that angry that Cornelio went like 136. I think Cornelio is a good option this week, but I don't really need another forward. I'm not too angry about Cornelio's score because, to be honest, I would have gone Butters over Cornelio. So I'm glad I didn't do that. Walsh looks like a very solid option. Sarong does as well. I think both are going to be top 12 this year for midfield. All right. Let's go to the leagues, and then we'll leave it there, guys. All right. So, SDS SuperCoach League. I won 9 out of my 10 leagues this week, which I'm very happy with. I beat Nick. I think Nick was top of the table, so I'm very happy to get this win here. Won by about, 155 points, if I can do maths there. 165 maybe. Yeah, I can't do maths. I can't do maths at all. But yeah, I beat Nick, so I think that was a good result there. Then the SDS Times Pro League, I beat my man Jono. Jono, shout out to you. Unfortunately, I beat you this week, but you're a ripper bloke. We'll stay in touch. We'll have a call this week soon. We'll have a call as soon as we can as well. Yeah, no, you got a bit unlucky with Neil and Michelani and Oliver, I guess, as well. He scored a 98. It was bloody annoying. He kept getting scaled up a little bit, but whatever. I'll check where I am placed in those leagues. SDS Times, SDS SuperCoach League. I'm first. I'm the only one undefeated. Come on, who's going to stop me, boys? Who's gonna be the one to beat me? I can't go undefeated in my own league. Come on, lads. And SDS Times Pro League, I'm second. So Grace's Secret. Steve is on top. Where's Brad? Has he made a bit of a comeback? I think he scored pretty well this week. Good on you, Brad. He's 12th. He was 9th for a little bit. Yeah, that was good getting first. What else was I going to check? 689th ranked league, so that is pretty good. And this SuperCoach Pro, SDS Times Pro League, 681. So both leagues are doing fairly similar. All right, I'll leave it there, guys. I've probably gone for long enough. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel as always, that sort of thing. So leave any comments down below and like the video, subscribe, all that stuff. That subscribing and liking takes like 2 seconds out of your life, so go for it. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys had a terrific week in SuperCoach and in general. I hope your footy sides won, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one.